The city of Miami. Located in one of the most scenic areas in North America, Miami is constantly on the move. Downtown Miami has a distinctive skyline and unique architecture. Picturesque beaches, cruise ships, and tourist spots attract people from all over the globe. Business persons are attracted to the city for its international flavor. The Port of Miami is a world-class port, supplying goods for much of North and South America, as well as being a major cruise terminal. Recognized as the cruise capital of the world, the Port of Miami served 3.5 million cruise passengers in 2004, an increase of 2.4% annually over the past 5 years. Being the largest container port in Florida, the Port of Miami shipped over 9.2 million tons of cargo in 2004, an increase of 5.9% annually over the past 5 years. When all these fast-paced services meet up in downtown Miami, one thing is for certain: traffic. Vehicles transporting cargo and passengers to and from the port have to go through the downtown area. This creates traffic congestion in Miami's central business district, increases air pollution, increases emergency response times to the port, and makes driving more difficult. It slows down the movement of cargo and passengers, making the process less efficient. It also creates potential dangers to pedestrians by routing trucks and buses through the downtown area. The Port of Miami is located on Dodge Island and is separated from the Miami mainland by the Intracoastal Waterway. Vehicles must cross a 6-lane high-level bridge which connects Port Boulevard on Dodge Island to the Miami Central Business District. On the routes traveled to reach the port through downtown, as much as 1 out of 10 vehicles is a truck or bus. Realizing the need for a better solution, the Florida Department of Transportation District 6 conducted a project development and environment study to look for ways to improve the link between the Port of Miami and the interstate highway system. This study was finalized with the approval by the Federal Highway Administration in December 2000 as a finding of no significant impact, recommending Alternative 1B that uses a bored tunnel construction method. Following this study, the Florida Department of Transportation initiated a study to update the existing project conditions, identify significant changes since the previous study, evaluate the engineering and environmental aspects, and evaluate the types of construction methods. A summary report of findings and recommendations is being completed that proposes an alignment that is generally the same as the Alternative 1B with some improvements. A tunnel alternative would enable the rerouting of port traffic from the downtown business district area to a better route via the port tunnel. The proposed 4-lane tunnel crosses under the main channel of Miami Harbor from Watson Island and connects to Port Boulevard on Dodge Island, a distance of approximately 1 mile. Here is a computer simulation of how this alternative would work. The MacArthur Causeway Bridge would be widened to provide 1 additional lane in each direction. To minimize environmental and socio-economic impacts on Watson Island, the only viable alternative is split portals on MacArthur Causeway. Four travel lanes, 2 in each direction, would extend from Watson Island to Dodge Island beneath the main channel. The southern tunnel portal would connect to Port Boulevard. Watson and Dodge Island traffic circulation would be modified to incorporate the tunnel connection, as well as the latest roadway improvements at the Port of Miami. The Port of Miami tunnel improvements will be integrated with the improvements to I-395 by the Florida Department of Transportation and State Road 836 by the Miami-Dade Expressway Authority. The tunnel is part of the overall strategy for improvements to I-395, and it is important regardless of other final alternatives chosen. All these improvements would enhance access to these areas for vehicles, tourists, and residents, and speed up travel time to and from the port. Saving time means saving money for truck operators, and they will save even more in the future by using the proposed tunnel. Although this project is being spearheaded by the Florida Department of Transportation, it will only move forward and become a reality with input and financial assistance from the City of Miami, the Port of Miami, Miami-Dade County, the Miami-Dade Expressway Authority, the public, as well as other affected and interested parties. It will ensure that South Florida and Miami remain attractive to both businesses and visitors for years to come.